Hi guys, welcome in. We're gonna do a Christmas house tour. We are standing in our entryway, and this is a very functional space for us as a family, so we wanted to keep it really simple. So what I did this year, I hung 2 wreaths up here by me, Chris. And these wreaths I've had for many years, and I thought I'd add a red ribbon this time. Last year I had these 2 on the front door with the natural type ribbon, but this year I thought I'll do red ribbon on the entry table area, and I wanted to keep this space clean because we do put a lot of like mail, keys, things do pile up here, so we wanted to keep this area simple. The other thing I added was this little reindeer with the antlers. I got this again like years ago. This is a good TK Maxx find, and I seem to put this, like, I move it all around the house, but this year I thought this will look really cute here. I did want to get a little tree to put here, but I think it looked too busy, so for now I think this is nice. It's like really subtle Christmas and not like in your face Christmas, so I like that. Christmas tree, and it's looking really lovely. So this year I decided to go with the Ralph Lauren style theme, and I wanted it to look a bit more modern, so I added these tartan red ribbons that I found years ago, and I've been reusing them ever since. So I think it looks really, really nice. And then I already had these green velvet baubles and the red ones, all from I think Kmart and TK Maxx. I have collected them over the years. If you can hear baby, he's behind you. He's also listening to what we're saying, and he's just chiming in with his, what are you saying? Anyway, and the pine cones we foraged. Literally, we live in an area that has some pine trees, so they were free, and the bits, like, they have prickles on them, so I have to be really careful, but I think it adds a really nice touch. And then the snowflakes are from Amazon. They were really cheap, and they look glass, but they're actually acrylic, so if they fall, they're not going to shatter everywhere. And yeah, everything on this tree I've already I had in my collection. The only thing new was the pine cones. So yeah, this is our tree. I think it turned out really good. The back of the tree is completely naked because I didn't have a lot of time to decorate with the newborn. But I think I did well. What do you think, honey? Does it look good?
I think it's good.
Yeah, and then I've added like some more sentimental ones. Here's a star that I think Ezekiel did in daycare. We've got some other ones at the back, and then a friend of mine got me some red and white like mushroomy style baubles that also clip on, so I put them in the tree as well. But overall, this is the tree, this is the vibe. I wanted the tartan ribbons to be the star of the show. Oh, and the star up the top is gold, even though I think a red star or green star maybe would have looked better, but I couldn't find any that I liked, so I thought I'll just reuse again what I had. So yeah. This is our mantle fireplace. I have these garland from years ago that I had, and I tried looking for similar garland because I wanted to add more, but I think just having 2 gives it a really nice look. And this year I went from a symmetrical look instead of like doing a loop. I wanted it very like straight and simple. I was planning to add lights to this, but I don't think again it needed it. With the fireplace and the garland, it looks really simple and clean. Then we added our stockings, so we've got 8 stockings now, all along here on the bookshelf as well. And this picture is actually from Chris's auntie, is it?
Cousin
in Finland. This is their sauna and literally their backyard. Backyard? Yeah.
Yeah, just the last month or so in Finland.
Yes.
A complete different climate from us.
Very opposite climate. Brisbane is almost like 30 degrees, but they're in like snowy, really Christmassy. Obviously over there, different part of the world. And the cool thing is the boys and you guys have all had a swim here. Yeah, so I thought it was really nice that when they send the photo, I thought it'll look really nice here. And all I've done to this bookshelf area is I added a glass jar of some baubles that I had spare. And these are snowmans that, this is Nicholas made this, I think, when he was, how old was he?
Prep or
Very
kindy.
Old, prep or kindy. And this is Ezekiel's one that he made. And these 2 don't have names on it, so I'm not sure whose they are. But I've added these here because I'm worried if they go on the tree, they might fall and break.
Yep.
So we're keeping them here. Little kitty one stuff. And then the only other thing I did was I added a tartan ribbon up here. Literally the easiest design hack that I've learned over the years is tie a ribbon to your existing decoration and it makes it look Christmassy. And then I've got this little, it looks vintage but it's not. It's a TK Maxx find. It was $9 and it's like a, I don't know if you can see it's Santa. Yeah, and it just kind of looks Christmassy but not so in your face, and I like that it looks a bit more vintage, so I added that here. And that's all I've done on this side of our living room. And if we come here, I've got this snowflake that it has still works, so we've put that here. Again, coffee table I've kept really simple. And on this side table, I've added this wooden Christmas tree just to exist in decoration, just to add a little something here. Otherwise it was just plain. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've done in the living room. Okay, this year I decided to go with just a bunch of like candle stands and red candles instead of white. Last year I used white, so this year I thought I'll do the red because I've got a lot of red in the house. And again, I already had these candles, and the candle stands are from IKEA. So I just bunched them up. To be honest, it's really hard to have a full-on tablescape in our house because we use this dining table every day. Kids are here using it for like, I mean, back homework. They finished with school now, but it was used for homework, craft, they play Uno and whatnot. So I wanted to keep the table as simple as possible so I could also move this if I had to. And then the table setting, again, very simple. These napkins of linen, they're from Kmart and they come in a pack of 4 or 2 for $4, something like that. But they have really nice ones this year as well, so whatever like tablescape or colors you're going with, check Kmart. You'll be surprised how many like little things you can find. So that's all I've done for the tablescape, keeping it really simple. And I guess with baby now, all I think about is how easy it is going to be for me to put things away. In our kitchen, I didn't have a lot of decorations to add to the kitchen area. This is also a functional space, so I didn't want to go all out. But I did add this little wreath that I found at a dollar store. And I thought the berries are cute in the kitchen. It kind of makes it look a bit festive on this area. Then the only other thing I did add was this bell. I have no idea how I have this bell, but I know the kids love ringing it and being annoying to each other with it, so I thought I'll just leave it in the kitchen. They can have fun with it. So that has been added here. And then I've left this open shelf area the same as it normally is. I recently restyled it, but these are antique teapots from my great-grandma, passed down to my mum, and then now I have them. They're brass. And yeah, that's all I've done. It's very simple, very functional, but that is pretty much our house tour. Oh, the only other room I need to show you is our office. Welcome to my office. This is my favorite room. It is the green room. And in here this year, I decided to add a little Christmas tree. This one is from Kmart, and Chris used to use this for work, so I've used it in here this year. Last year I had a big beautiful tree, but I didn't really have time to do 2 trees. Obviously, having a newborn, things have changed. Anyway, the other thing I added was some presents down here. Now this wrapping paper I'm absolutely in love with. It is a really good, like, one of the best wrapping papers I've come across, and I bought every one that I saw, like every roll that I saw in the shop. I bought it because I want to use this every year. It is so beautiful, and I don't want the kids to rip it open. It's so weird. I want them to open it nicely, but I don't think they will. So I like little details like this. I know not everyone cares about things like that, but I do. So I got this wrapping paper, I love it. In the basket down here, it looks really nice. And then the only other thing I added to my bookshelf was this beautiful bow. This is from an American company, or an American interior designer store called the lifestyle.co or something on Instagram. And this is the bow from them, and I absolutely love it. Last year it was on our tree, and this year while I was cleaning in here, I said to Chris, actually, can you like attach it to the railing? And I think it just makes it look festive without it being too overly done. So yes, that is all for our house tour, guys. I hope you like this video. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.